Welcome to day 11 of my day trading diary, where I share my watch list and analyze my trades for you to learn from. Today is the 23rd of August 2023, and I'm a bit early today as there wasn't much to scan today. Unlike the past few days, the market is barely gapping anywhere, so there are also less stocks that are gapping. It's hard to tell a general direction today. I would still expect it to retest this significant support and resistance area up here, but it also could be possible that short sellers entered earlier and didn't wait for a retest, and we're heading lower today. I found some nice stocks for both sides, so let's go over them. If I had to guess, I would say we are heading higher today, as market driving stocks are gapping up like Apple, Nvidia, and Google, and so on. So the first one on my watch list is actually Google, as it didn't get rejected at this breakdown area. I would now be interested to go long at this area, and if we have a look at the 1 hour chart, my target would be the top of this consolidation breakdown area. So maybe if it gets rejected somewhere at the highs of yesterday around here, maybe for example a breakout or something, I would like to trade it. Another one is MRK, which is gapping over this huge red candle yesterday and above this consolidation before it broke down, and also above this huge red candle here. So I would be interested at around this area. My target would be up here, as it would also approach this huge trend line. The next one is Pfizer, which got hammered yesterday but immediately bounced up again, and I would be interested above this area, as it would enter this nice gap here, so it should have room to this pivot here. The next one is NEM, which is gapping over these past days, and I would be interested somewhere around here, and my target would be this breakdown area up here. On the short side, we have Shopify, which basically is on my short watch for the last few days. It got rejected yesterday of this breakdown area, so it looks like it's gonna head lower and fill this gap to this area, or maybe even completely. So I would be interested to short here. Next one is Riven, which broke down yesterday, and I would be interested to short it at a retest. It is a bit choppy up here, but it should have room to this nice area of resistance. And the last one for today is TXN, which is gapping under this consolidation, and my target would be the support down here. So I'm going to see you guys after the market session, and we're going to go over my trades. Alright, so the market is closed now, and today was a pretty short day for me, but also a bit disappointing, which I'm going to show you guys now. So as we can see, the market made a small little move in the pre-market after I was done scanning, so we actually did gap up quite a lot, and I was right on my market bias as it retested this previous area of resistance. If it's gonna hold or it's gonna break has to be seen tomorrow. Right now it's going higher in the post market, but that doesn't mean much. It depends where it's gonna open tomorrow. So basically the last 15 or 30 minutes before open, with the market moving higher and the pre-market, pulled up quite a lot of my long watch, and therefore they didn't reach my area of interest, because they opened up higher than I expected. So if we have a look, Apple opened up here but was a really nice long idea, so I couldn't really trade Apple. NEM was somewhere in the no man's land, so I couldn't trade that. So MRK was a really nice idea. I mean, it opened right at this topping tail and ripped immediately off the open, and I pretty much nailed the supposed target. But if we have a look on the 1 minute chart, I mean, look at this candle, look at the volume, look at the candle. It shot up immediately, and then as it held this level quite nicely, so it held this area of resistance and got rejected off this daily trend line, I pretty much knew the move is over. It won't go higher today. It might go in the future, but for today, that was all that's in it. So I actually thought about shorting it up here. Consolidated nicely. In hindsight, I could have shorted at this 5-minute sell setup, but at that moment I still looked for ideas that matched the plan I made for today. So I thought about shorting it down here, but if we have a look at the daily chart, if you short it up here, your target has to be this area here. I'm gonna mark it like this. And now you're maybe wondering, oh well, if this is such a significant key level, why didn't you put your target there? Well, that's because that's the way I trade. So this gap is forming a shock value. It's gapping over this huge red candle. So everyone that sold here and held overnight is gonna be a loser today. So this creates a shock value, and it all has to do with expectations. And these expectations I have because I have experience. So this shock value creates buying power because everyone that's sold here and is looking to close their position is turning into a buyer. However, up here, the shock value is over. So you have to re-evaluate, and then the target where buyers could step up has to be the significant key level here, because like I said, the shock is over. So people act more rational. But yeah, I didn't trade it as if my target would have been like 110.70. I believe there wouldn't even be an R in it. Let's say I shorted it down here, so like this, and then 110.70. Yeah, it's 0.76 R. I don't take trades like that. But yeah, as I said, up here, you know the move is over. PFE I'm gonna come to in a minute, because that was the only one I traded today, because it basically was the only one that reached my area of interest. Everything ripped pretty much at the open, or like NEM didn't reach anything at all. On the short side, Shopify, well, I guess it's time to take it off my short list finally, because man, did it rip. Same for TXN, I don't know what happened here. I actually liked the gap, but I guess it was just a liquidity grab. So basically everyone that bought here and put their stop loss down here got stopped out, and that creates buying pressure. And Riven, I mean, it's still, I guess it's not over to hold this area. Maybe it's gonna gap down tomorrow. But that was the only one I thought about shorting, as it got rejected initially of this area. I would have shorted at this candle like this, so entry if it breaks the low of that candle, and then like this. But as you can see, I didn't get filled. This candle retested the low of this candle. I mean, it looks like it broke it, but as you can see up here, L4 low 2001, and this one also 2001. So my entry would have been at 20. So I didn't get filled, fortunately, because I would have been stopped out. But yeah, I was wrong on quite a lot of stuff today. So let's go over the trades I took, and both were on Pfizer. Well, I really like Pfizer above this 37.6 area, because it had this really big gap here. And my market bias was quite bullish. So the trades I took on were on this 2-minute entry. I traded up here and put my stop loss down here, as it had increasing volume and it would break this downward trend line, but I got stopped out. And then I re-entered on this huge volume spike candle down here, but I got stopped out as well, so it's minus 2R. I thought I had a good plan, but I guess it just didn't turn out today. But yeah, let's see where we're gonna open up tomorrow, and then it's another day. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.